going on, everybody? I'm gonna pop out this chat real quick. Let me know if you can hear me. And we will go ahead and get started. What up, what up? You guys hear me okay? What's going on, Michael Ranger? It's good to see you. All right, good. Let me see if I can fix this real quick and we'll be good to go. Cool, good, good, good. Yeah, I'm good, man. Very good. Everything's good. All good in the hood. That's better. Much better. All right, and we will do this. That's boom, boom. Need to pop that out. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, eating some good food and all that stuff. All right, let's do it. Yeah, make sure you jump over and share this post after this video, before the next video. I'll pick a winner from the share screen for today. And there's a chance to do that. Good, good. Let's do it. #1 Bitcoin group in the world, #1. Get on there. Come on in. The doors are always open.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. May 28th, and I wanted to come on a holiday, on a Monday, and help you all get some very, very, very insightful information to help you be successful in the marketplace. I try to make analogies and, tell stories to make this information more enlightening and entertaining, engaging and amazing. So if you appreciate it, bam! Subscribe right now. Join the money team. Give me a thumbs up button. I'm going to be coming back live on the air, hopefully tomorrow, on the #1 Bitcoin channel, BK Crypto Trader. This is #1 Bitcoin videos. We going back to BK Crypto Trader tomorrow. Then I'll be bouncing back and forth. So make sure you are subscribed to both of the channels. We're building this thing out. It's pretty amazing. And without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the task at hand, right? A lot of people just getting set up, just getting started. It's time to make some real deal money. We're trying to build our house to live in, and I'm not talking about, HGTV, these two guys to my left-hand side. I'm talking about some real deal wealth, longevity, and prosperity. That's your financial house. But I use this graphic just to illustrate the purpose, right? So we can build our dream house on the blockchain with cryptocurrency today, right now. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice. As another day you get the profit as a result, and today is no exception. So again, if you are just getting set up, make sure you join our different communities. Two YouTube channels: BK Crypto Trader, the boss of Bitcoin, and the #1 Bitcoin videos in the world. Subscribe right now. Turn your notifications on because I will be doing videos 7 days a week moving into the future. This is a new cycle. This is a new series. This is a new wave of energy, and I want to get this message out to as many people as possible. I'm tired of my people, being in need, being in want. And so this is, my gift to you, again, on a holiday, just to try to put some extra bucks in your pocket and let you get a chance to go back to being human again, right? Mr. Spencer Phillips, wholeness and balanced vibrations to you as well. And as I mentioned, we are in the process of building our own financial house, right? And ideally, we would like this house, to have anything inside it we want. But right now, for a lot of people, for me included, it's still a work in progress. We're just trying to figure out the walls, the roof, the height, the floor, the dimensions, whether we want to have cedar or, pine, oak, or redwood. But it's the framework for success and habitation that facilitates our future comfort and convenience, right? And I think just by you listening to this video, you understand that the house that you're building may not be done yet, but that doesn't mean you can't educate yourself today on what you want it to look like, what paint it's going to have, what car is going to be in the driveway. Is it going to be on the lake, or is it going to be on the beach? Is it going to be on a mountain, or is it going to be in a city? All of us have different wants, needs, aspirations, and values, and that is what has been captured inside this cryptocurrency market. Everybody is accounted for everybody. As an individual, everybody values something for a reason unique to them, right? And because we are all humans, we are all of the same design. All of our wants, needs, aspirations, and engagements with each other have been captured, documented, recorded in this market. And now all we need to do is go back and track it to understand what the collective values and how we can use that information to benefit our own unique design, right? So this is Bitcoin to the dollar, right? And in today's society, we are still trading dollars for this house. This house, 9 out of 10 times, no matter where you are in the world, it is paid for in US dollars or some version of it. This is because the dollar is the global reserve currency. Note that that is in transformation in itself. But for now, as long as BTC is still measured in USD, that's what we will measure our value in as well, for the sake and purposes of building our own house. Keep in mind that just by design of simple economics, I didn't want to go into too much, academic discussion or economics is the word I was looking for. I was like, economics. I didn't want to go into too much of that, but just by design in itself, Bitcoin is a much better machine in a sense that it will always create more dollars because it is deflationary in value, as opposed to the dollar is inflationary in value, right? Meaning over time, Bitcoin becomes more valuable, becomes less and less Bitcoins are available, supply and demand. Over time, dollars become less and less valuable because more dollars are available. This is what's called inflation. It's actually theft, but they've cleverly disguised it and run it through a meticulous economic machine over the course of a few generations to where, humanity has accepted it as the status quo. But just know that your purchasing power using dollars decreases in value every year forever. And that's a system of design. Bitcoin is the exact opposite, right? And so the biggest thing I want you to take out of this conversation is the concept of finding the floors and the ceilings in your house, right? Are they 9 feet? Are they 10 feet? Are they 12 feet? Are they 18 feet? What are they? This will give you the framework of your logic when you look in the market. And this yellow box right here, right there, shows the floor and the ceiling for Bitcoin, right? What is a ceiling? A ceiling is an area where the chart runs into it and falls back down, right? And a floor is 9 out of 10 times going to be on the other side of a breakdown, but it still holds at that exact same level in that exact same range as a support area, right? So a lot of times if you're just getting started with trading, you will hear people say support and resistance. This is the exact same concept. Support is the floor, resistance is the ceiling, but all too often you will find that Bitcoin has to find agreement with everybody, essentially allowing the ceiling to become the floor. And that's what's happening right now. It's a confirmation that the market is comfortable with this price, because you see, the first time we came to it, the market wasn't comfortable. It shot it back down. It said, no, not today. Get down. I don't want to be above 7,000, right? But then when it came back, it broke through the glass ceiling. Bam! Hit them over the head for about $13,000 in profit. Came right back down to the exact same area, and now it's just waving out, oscillating draining out every last bit of energy to come to an ultimate agreement right around that area, right? And so this is the logic that we use. We need to find the area of the chart where the ceiling becomes the floor. Because when you find that area, more than likely, you have found the bottom of a new cycle, right? The ground floor for a whole new energy source, right? And that's when we can start to build. That's when we can really drill down into the nuts and bolts and see what's happening inside of Bitcoin. This is the direct correlation to financial forecasting. It's called a triple bottom, right? And I believe that's exactly what is happening right now, where if we just count the number of occurrences that we've come back down into this little area that we've already said is our floor, our area of support. 1, 2, 3. And when we look at that, we can see, and this is a historic pattern, that on that third one, third time the charm, boom, 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 bam! Trend reversal, global reversal, and we are again entering a whole new cycle to allow us a complete new house constructed in essence of the energy that came before, after, and is still yet to come, right? This is a very, very, very simple methodology. I didn't want to get in here and, do too much fancy wizardry, This is really just more of an esoteric academic discussion. But even in doing something like that, you can see that this negative energy is running out. And as that line goes higher up, we will have more positive energy coming back into the market, which ultimately probably will put Bitcoin very easily right around 12,000, 13,000, ideally on its way back up to 18. Will that happen overnight? No. Did the last transmission happen overnight? No. This has been in the works since September of 2017, right? So essentially, if you just divide that out, right? If we just go boom, boom, just so we could chop this thing down into thirds, that's 1, 2. We could go all the way into August before we see, positive energy. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but that is possible. Or we could see it as soon as a couple weeks in the middle of June. It's not a matter of if, but when. And this is what I say. We could see it as early as June 9th, or it could take its time, for whatever reason, all the way out to the middle of August, right? Somewhere in the middle of August, somewhere over there. Either way, Bitcoin is going to go up. And this is what I try to stress to you guys. It's not a matter of how many dollars it's worth today, because it's just a better system. It's a better machine. It's actually empowering the people, right? It's giving power back to those that did not have it before. What goes up must come down. Darkness always seeks the light, and any imbalance or properties thereof always seek realignment for natural equilibrium. This is what's happening in the world today. There are many, many, many people that have been, devastated over the course of their entire lives financially. They don't have clean water. They don't have shelter. They don't have safety, security. They don't have access to electricity. Well, now they have a value metric to transmit that capability directly to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, forever. And I don't care what a dollar compares it to, says that accessibility is worth. I know that it's priceless. Just so happens that I don't control most of the dollars in the world, and those who do only say that that capability is worth about $7,200 per unit. I'll let you decide. And moving on, one of the things I wanted to touch on real quick was what we're doing is in creating the floors and ceiling of our house and understanding that that has already been affirmed in the market. We are actually breaking through any glass ceiling that has been placed before us, right? All too often, when the powers that be front load the most accessible content, and you type something like this into this website, they will return, these images of perceived differentiation and, trying to be nice here. They will already have an answer that you're not looking for, but that's flooded to the top of it, right? So now all of a sudden the glass ceiling is some woman working 9 to 5, 20 plus years who doesn't think she's worth enough dollars. That's what the glass ceiling is nowadays, where I'm telling you it's a complete paradigm shift, and anything you want to create, you can do through this understanding. But, the front 3 rows of Google compared to, juggling eggs, a baby, and a spreadsheet, right? Well, to be quite honest, it doesn't matter if you're holding on to these nuts or these cups. The glass ceiling relates to your perception of your reality, not your 9 to 5. Because the way the 9 to 5 is set up, you will never accumulate enough dollars in your life, because you will never have enough time to trade, because you will always die. So as long as you're trading time for dollars, you're losing. It's time to get on the blockchain. It's time to understand how all of this comes together. And it's time to break through any framework that was placed in front of you. Like I said, they tried to shut me down. They tried to suppress me. 3 months, 90 days suspension from live streaming because they don't want you to know this information. I'm not a paid bobblehead of some 3-letter major media conglomerate. And as far as they're concerned, I may be a threat to the status quo. Who's to say if they're right or wrong? All I know is that I'm sick and tired of my people being sick and tired. So if you are one of those people, then I believe it's time for us together to change our perception of value. Because once we change what we value, then we change what we're worth. No longer do I trade my time for dollars. It's much more valuable than that. My time is priceless. So when someone, puts one of these things in front of my face and say, hey, do you want to work 1 hour on my project? I say, no, not at all. No, I would never do that. This thing is worthless, right? Things are worthless. My time, I will never have enough time. You will never have enough time. Time doesn't even exist. But they tell us that it does. So for now, we'll agree with them for now. But these things, these things definitely have no value, right? Change your values, change your worth, and never limit yourself to a clock, right? Reconnect to the energy that's already in the market. Reconnect to what has shown itself to you. The resonance in financial markets has shown itself. The 7 and 77 and 231, that is history. That is documented. That is fact forever. That doesn't change. That's all we need to know. The charts tell you all you need to know. If CNBC, Bloomberg, Morning Joe, Fast Money, squawking on the street, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, God bless him, but I guarantee you he got more billionaires in his phone than you ever will be introduced to. And this is a system of design. If they were in business to make you money, you would already have money. Instead, they're on that TV 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, forever talking. You know why? Talk is cheap. In fact, it's worthless. That's why they give it to you for free. That being said, it's that time of the day. Signing out. This is the boss, your boy BK. No matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. I'm gonna be back with a live stream tomorrow. I might give away. I don't know what I'm gonna give away, but just tune in tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, join the money team. Invite somebody that you care about to the #1 Facebook group, #1 Bitcoin group in the world. Just type in #1Bitcoin. 20,000 of my best friends come together 7 days a week to keep each other empowered and profit in the marketplace. And if you're looking to make a little something extra, make sure you subscribe to both channels, #1 Bitcoin videos and BK Crypto Trader, and then jump on over to patreon.com. Shout out to everybody who's been holding me down on Patreon. Like I said, it was a long 3 months that YouTube did not allow me to speak freely live on the air because they don't want what I have to say shared. Right? They want you listening to Alex Jones and any and every YouTube beauty blogger / Instagram stripper with 10 million followers. They want you keeping up with the Kardashians and not checking into reality. They want you disassociated from yourself through the 4-inch screen that they placed in your pocket for $1,200. Do you hear me? This is your chance to be free. This is your chance to empower your lineage. This will last long before you and I will ever be here. And this is just the beginning. We got patreon.com, the crypto forecast. I'm coming out with an updated list today, actually. If you were on that list last week, you better have made some money because I told you to buy Zencash about 80% ago, and it's not stopping. So I will have an updated list for everybody on that package today. Thank you to everybody in the chat holding me down. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the kind words. Most importantly, I appreciate you. Together, we are already changing the future. Don't let them tell you we're not. Each one, reach one, teach one. And as we increase our affluence, let us not decrease our influence and our commitment to empowering and helping each other. Till we meet again. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Arms.